Alright, so Ranger, everyone's favorite class, which is clearly working as intended. I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet. I'm going to go into why that is most definitely not the case. This is my ping to the server, which is in Denver, download, upload, as well as my ping to BDO, being 37. You can check this by going to your task manager and then under the performance tab, and then at the bottom resource manager, and then TCP connection. That'll show you your ping. So I'm just going to first show desync. I guess it's a common misconception of exactly what desync is and clearly what is not working about the game. So dispel that to begin with. Alright, so this is our block, our swap block. You can see the cooldown go off. I use it right after you use a blasting gust. There it is. So the cooldown goes off, I get knocked down. It was within 40 milliseconds of it being used, so I get knocked down. That's just how server latency works. Nothing you can do about that. Next being our grab. So this is a very big problem with the Rangers. We don't have a super armor grab. As soon as you use it, you're unprotected completely. So the grab goes off, right? He's doing some funny shit in my hands. So we're completely vulnerable right now, and then he's no longer in my hands, right? So the cooldown went off, animation went off, everything should have been fine. Obviously wasn't. And in a second, right here. So that's open rage. When our hands are behind us, that is the block part right here. He hits me with the solar flare, and I'm in a super armor. You can see I took damage, and I get the immune. It's because I'm in the super armor, so I do not get stiffened. Immediately after I iframe out, or I attempt to with EES, it wasn't on cooldown before, just one on cooldown, and he just floats me with the overwhelm. So clearly just iframe not working. Let's go with Breezy. Alright, so our dash is an iframe on a 4-second cooldown. You can see right there it goes off, followed by immediately using Breezy. So I should go from an iframe into an iframe, the moving part of Breezy being the iframe, and then when you slash, that's our super armor on the ability. But I get knocked down straight through it. Show you in game real quick. Breezy blade right here. So super armor on attack. Again, the slash part right there at the end of the animation, and then right below it, invincible while moving. I was clearly moving, so I should have been in an iframe. Not the case. Another example of Breezy iframe not working right here. So right, immune. I'm immune because I'm not super armor, right? And then I try to dash out with Breezy. It wasn't on cooldown, goes on cooldown, right? So everything should have been fine. Should have been able to just iframe right out this bitch. Not the case. Here's another example of EES not working. Another important thing to note are our blocks. So even after the block ends, the cooldown is clearly gone. It's been over a second. Right here. Still the block, right? So if you let the animation on range abilities play out, like the super armors and the block in this case, it'll stay up for a while after the animation completely finishes. The super armor not as much, but if you let the animation play out till you completely stand up, you're still in the super armor. So right here, I was in the super armor of Breezy. It was off cooldown before using it, so. Alright, so not on cooldown. The dash, and then I let the animation play out. I was still in the super armor, and I tried to EES out before he grabbed me. But he floats me with the ground lift straight through that. At least I think that was ground lift, I don't know. Regardless, like it floated through an iframe. Another example of EES not working, right there. So I use Elven Rage. Clearly, like the ability's out. You can see the immunes. Like I'm in a super armor. And I try to iframe out with EES, and it doesn't work. I get floated with violation straight through it. That's all I got. This was just from dueling for like an hour or two, probably closer to an hour. On top of all this, Ranger's back attacks, they don't work. It'll say back attack when you hit someone, but the modifiers don't work. You can test it for yourself if you like. I don't have a clip of it. I spoke with Invent Global. They got back to me. They say the same. They've spoken with PA. Nothing's happened for months now. So I guess best of luck to all Rangers. We're gonna need it.